Hello guys, welcome back to another Sonic Speed Simulator video. And today, I am near Classic Supersonic today. Tomorrow is gonna be the day where I finally get to be able to get this guy. And I'm also gonna be answering the questions of the Fast Pass 2. So, now I'm gonna have to talk about it. So, why is the Fast Pass so bland and stupid and ugly and most importantly, just a bad Fast Pass? Well, first of all, because they didn't have enough time to actually make the Summer Super characters, I would have assumed that, they didn't really have enough time as they're planning on to put a new character in the game. I don't know which specific character is that, but it will probably be some type of character that will be in the next update, which is probably going to be in Friday, because this ends in 5 days. And also the Eggman Walker thing is also going to end, so at this point, they're going to be making a new character, and I'm just hoping that theoretically, it could probably be a new character we haven't seen at all in this game. Like, it could be literally anything from, Super Tails to Super Knuckles, because I know that they already exist within the Sonic timeline, but it's just that they don't really show them often because that, they're unlikely to actually be in games like, Outcome Memories, because they don't really technically are not canon. But still, if they release Super Tails, Super Knuckles as like events at the end of the year, or maybe like right now, so that they can actually make better updates, and also can actually make a better system towards, the Fast Pass itself, because the challenges are just basically the same thing, and constantly I have to do all this for this. And yes, it's typically one of the most unrealistic things I've ever heard about. And no Supersonic. It's just a writer's version. I'm like, I bought the Fast Pass, but I'm not even gonna really grind that much because, I won't be able to see more skins someday because of how much reskins and reruns they do. Like, if there was a reskin of Rider Supersonic with the Phantom Rider stuff, I would have probably not get it because, I don't really like certain skins that are like behind paywalls or just too grindy to do. In which why I actually did this. And yeah, this is basically just, a recap of what's going on and like, of how the Fast Passes are doing. Because last year in 2025, the Fast Passes were actually horrible. And from last week, from 2 weeks ago, and so on, we had the second worst Fast Pass from 2026, meaning, and I mean this, the Party Pass was the second worst Fast Pass. Because even though we had all the new, party hat skins and stuff, basically it was just the worst because of, not having any good cosmetics and just rerunning everything else from it. And also because half the characters are not even that good, like Party Hat Rouge, for example, which she's not even in a Fast Pass, but she is kind of lame because of, of what they just do. Like, they would just slap a party hat to your head and that's it. That's what they just call it a day for it. And also because we haven't really gotten Birthday King Supersonic from the Fast Pass, instead just adding it to the golden eggs and making it worse by like 10 miles, in which I will actually think that this is the most stupidly things I have ever seen from Game Fam this week. And so on, they have literally removed the golden eggs, or slash ruby eggs if that's what you want to call them. And also because that the summer event is still running in, so it's gonna probably end somewhere like 5 days. And then one more thing about the summer Fast Pass is that, in a premium tier you could get Rider Supersonic, but in a free tier like tier 29, you can get a Supersonic's hoverboard. And yes, you can get Rider Supersonic's hoverboard for free at tier 29. meaning that it is exclusive. It's basically just the most useless cosmetic that I've ever seen in the game, considering that I already have this mobility. I already have this mobile, so, you know, instead of just giving me the hoverboard for some reason, it actually gave me red star rings, in which I would absolutely not recommend you buying fast pass, because even though he has a high price and he is a pretty good character if you want to actually sell him for stuff, it's just that there's not really a single reason to actually use him or level him up for, because he's basically just regular supersonic, but with like double jump and 5 event stat, which, you know what, that's only the actual 2 main things that I would like to actually put on every supersonic, other than the tradable version, because, you know, it's the only other version that is just regular supersonic but with glow. And even so, then every supersonic has gotten the same thing. Basically, Kazi Supersonic has the same abilities. You know, it's the actual same thing. But I will not be trading him because I do not want to lose a 500,000 red star ring skin. And if I do lose my chances on this, they're gonna probably sell them in the shop, or they're probably gonna do like an untradeable rerun event or something. If they're gonna do something like that, then I just hope that it actually makes the character better by, you know, recasting their stats and making them different than just being supersonic reskins. I know Holiday Cheer Supersonic was the second ever, you know, tradable skin, but, you know, that's just all for another reason of why I really don't like, you know, tradable characters being the same exact thing as the original. Even if there's like multiple variants of the character, I would just wish that they actually had a different stats. A good example of Rider Supersonic, by the way. But that's really just all for today that I'm talking about, and I hope I actually get Classic Supersonic off of here. So, if you guys want to see next video, well, just make sure that you just like and subscribe. I don't know anything else, okay? I had to tell you all the information that I can. And you can also check that out in that Silver Hedgehog's video about the summer Supersonic and Super Shadow skins that we could have gotten, but they didn't have enough time to work on it because of the new character they're working on. So if you want to go check out his video, I would pin that down in the comments. So if you do want to see his video, then you can. Anyways, bye. See you guys later.